Rust has gone full medieval, with new weapons, machines, and an entirely new primitive game mode that changes the way you play. In this video, I'll break down everything you need to know. The new shields, the mini crossbow, explosive propane bombs, powerful siege weapons that will change rating forever, and the new game mode. Hey guys, Jfarr here, and let's get started. 3 new shields have been introduced: wooden, reinforced wooden, and metal. These reduce incoming damage by 65, 75, and 95% respectively. To use a shield, equip it to your backpack slot. It will only be equipped once you pull out a one-handed tool. Then hold the right-click button to block incoming damage. You'll see a stamina bar in the middle of your screen indicating how long you can hold it up. Once dropped, stamina regenerates in about 4 seconds. While using a shield, you can't wield larger two-handed weapons. Only single-handed weapons like the new mini crossbow, pistol, hatchets, and some melee weapons. If your shield is equipped but not raised, it will rest on your back, though it won't offer any protection. The wooden shield is a default blueprint, while the reinforced is a level 1 blueprint with a tech tree cost of 295 scrap, while the metal shield is a level 2 workbench blueprint with a tech tree cost of 497 scrap. The new mini crossbow is a 4-shot rapid fire weapon. You can load 4 arrows and fire them off quickly, but it has a slower reload than the crossbow. Fortunately, thanks to fractional reloading, you can reload a single arrow at a time, making single reloads just as fast as reloading a crossbow. In DPS, it actually beats out all other bows. In terms of time to kill, factoring in reload time, it actually outperforms other bows for low tier players, but falls off when armor is involved. However, its range is the second worst among all bows, just beating the basic bow. This means the mini crossbow is best suited for close quarters combat where you can fire off shots quickly. The mini crossbow can be equipped with any of the short or long range sights, flashlight, and laser sight. As it has 2 slots, it's best equipped with a hollow sight and laser sight to drastically improve the accuracy. You can unlock the mini crossbow in a level 1 workbench tech tree for 445 scrap. The new propane explosive bomb offers a fresh way to raid bases. To use it, place it on the ground, then strike it with a tool, projectile, or torch to activate its fuse. Like a satchel charge, its detonation time is random, so stand back. If multiple propane bombs are placed together, one detonation will set off the others. It takes 7 propane bombs to destroy a stone wall, costing a total of 6,720 sulfur. You can also use 2 propane explosives to get a sheet metal door down to 10 health, and finish the rest off by either smacking it or using some explosive bullets. This will cost you 1,920 sulfur for the propane explosives. So while it's not the most efficient raiding tool, it does offer splash damage, which can weaken multiple structures at once. The propane explosives can be learnt at a level 2 workbench, costing 2,978 scrap for the tech tree. Rust just got a whole lot scarier with the introduction of siege weapons. These massive tools of war can be used for both raiding and defense. Once crafted, place down the siege weapon frame and repair it with wood and metal frags to complete the construction. It's best to do this close to your target to avoid moving these bulky weapons long distances. The Catapult comes with 3 ammo types. The Scattershot releases multiple stone boulders, great for crowd control. The Firebomb deals initial impact damage and spreads fire, though it's not very effective against wooden structures. Finally, the propane explosive bomb is ideal for raiding, dealing damage in a 4x4 radius. It takes 4 shots to destroy a stone wall, which now makes it one of the most efficient ways to destroy one, unlike using the propane tanks directly. Catapults can be moved by either pushing it, pulling it, or towing it with a horse. To fire, wind it up, load your ammo, and release. You don't need to fully charge it. If you want less power, simply wind it up part way and fire. A player can also hop into the bucket and launch themselves, though this may hurt. You can find the Catapult in a level 2 workbench costing 2,398 scrap to unlock in the tech tree, along with the non-explosive ammo types after it. The Battering ram is a slow but powerful raiding vehicle. To use it, enter the center compartment, fill it with low-grade fuel, and hop into the driver's seat. You can now start driving it and trigger the arm by clicking E on the green light. It takes 10 hits to destroy a stone wall, but each hit damages the ram's arm, which breaks after 9 hits. You'll need to repair it mid-raid using high quality metal. If you have a teammate, they can repair it while you continue battering down the wall. The machine also has a functional back door, big enough to let animals or vehicles on. The battering ram is unlocked in a level 2 workbench costing 1,298 scrap for the tech tree. The siege tower lets you scale bases up to 4 walls high. It's a great way to bypass external walls and jump straight into a compound. It also gives you a height advantage against enemies firing from windows. Like the catapult, it can be pushed, pulled, or towed by a horse. You can claim the tower as yours by installing your own door on the front of it with a lock. You can find the siege tower in a level 1 workbench costing 735 scrap to unlock in the tech tree. The ballista comes in 2 versions, a static one that must be placed on a foundation, and a mounted version on wheels that must be placed on the ground and constructed, which can also be pushed or towed. It fires 4 different types of bolts. The hammerhead bolt is the weakest against enemies, but offers the ability to knock them over, allowing them to get back up. Its main ability is for raiding doors, with 13 bolts needed to destroy a sheet metal door, costing 65 high quality metal and 975 metal fragments. The pitchfork bolt is best for crowd control, as it has a larger hitbox to deal damage. The pierce bolt is best used against penetrating armoured vehicles, as it can take players out from anywhere inside the vehicle. Finally, the incendiary bolt deals the greatest player damage and creates a fire pool on impact, useful for slowing down raiders inside your base. If we compare the damage, we can see the incendiary is best for dealing damage to players. You can find the ballista in a level 2 workbench costing 1,848 scrap for the stationary and 2,398 scrap for the mounted version to unlock in the tech tree. The new primitive game mode strips Rust back to its roots. No high tier weapons, armor or high grade explosives, just you, your bow and your wits. Scientists, events and many key monuments are also gone. To find one of these servers, head over to the server list and look for the primitive tag. You can also filter for primitive servers on the left. Modern firearms and explosives are completely removed. You can see the full list by pressing F1 and going into the items tab to see what's blocked. However, you can still craft a Yoka pistol as the only remaining pistol. Also, vendors now offer primitive tools and resources instead of modern gear. As for armor, the face mask and metal chestplate have been removed, making sheet metal the best armor in the primitive game mode. The map has been transformed. Scientists, Bradley, patrol heli, cargo ship, oil rigs, underwater labs, and missile silos are gone, along with the underground train system and excavator. Progression is also altered with the level 3 workbench disabled, and tech trees for level 1 and 2 workbenches modified to exclude modern items. Even for the remaining tech trees, their tax is increased by 2 times, making everything a little more difficult to build. Building has been limited to stone as the highest tier, completely removing sheet metal and high quality metal structures, along with armoured doors. Raiding is now limited to satchel charges or siege weapons instead of C4, rockets and explosive ammo. Flyable helicopters have also been removed, meaning you'll be back on foot or horseback. To make up for this, horses are now 5 times more common to find, making them essential for travel and raiding. However, sulfur nodes now spawn 50% less frequently, further restricting explosive crafting. Since guns are removed, turrets can now be equipped with a bow and any of the arrow types. They are still powered the same way. That wraps up everything you need to know about Rust's new primitive update. Let me know in the comments what you think of these changes. Thanks guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.